Welcome back to another Alliance War video. We have 4 Loki versus New Nation. Again, they banned Silk, Void, and Cassie. This is another rematch that we have. The season of no rematches is turning into the season of rematches. Caban said that they were going to do away with rematches, but it's just not happening. And some of the better alliances are just stuck matching each other, while some of the other alliances in Masters are dying, 15 to 20 times a war and matching other, 15 to 20, death alliances. And it's just creating this kind of weird standstill in these in the rankings where no one's really kind of moving up or down. But let's get back to this war. First off, we have Path 2 in Section 1. And I have Shuri, SpiderGwen, and Peni. And I'm going to be, for this fight, this Titania, I could either use SpiderGwen or Shuri. And I have this werewolf by night, this Wolfman. I will be using SpiderGwen for him. Then I'm going straight up Path 2. I have this cow and Domino. I was excited because I get to bring my rank 3 Shuri, but then I realize I'm facing a rank 3 Domino. So I don't get to punch up at all. And of course that sassy that I just love to take. So I was gonna actually use SpiderGwen here, and we had the option of moving a Wags away from a different fight onto this fight so I could parry, but upon reading the nodes, if you have a buff on you, then the limber type of mechanic on the node doesn't apply. So I actually don't want to use SpiderGwen because she's placebo immune. I want Shuri because I'll get placebos and then I can actually parry. The plan is to basically, wait out her haymaker, and I go there to basically hit her, but she intercepts me, and I'm like, oh, I'm stuck in the corner. But at least at this point, it gave me some power. I used an indestructible boost in case I did get clipped, and now I'm off and running. I can parry just fine as long as I have a buff, and I'm really just looking to bait specials from her and do as much damage as I can while the haymaker is up. And if she holds block, then I want to actually come at her, because then I can stay close to her, and it's less of a chance. I'm controlling the spacing here, that she throws her medium, which will trigger haymaker. When she does right there, I do it. I intentionally bait that out because I have enough space on the map to basically wait out the haymaker. Then I parry and I combo into my relic, and then I combo to kill her, and that fight was over. So I like how that worked out outside of the combo that I beginning when I was trying to hit her and get out of the corner. But gray boost for the win, saves me some potions. Now I have this Wolfman, werewolf by night, and I will be taking it with SpiderGwen. I'm going to use a power start 1. This has sadist, so the more debuffs I have on him, the harder he hits. So my plan is basically to keep him cornered and use Enervate. Shout out to one of my subscribers for correcting me on how to say it. It's Enervate. And I plan to Enervate him and just basically keep him in the corner. His AI is really weird because he wants to howl. So he kind of stands there for stand-up intercept sometimes. So I want to hit him, and then obviously he hits me through the block, and those ruptures do trigger through the block. But with Decay, I'm actually healing from them. So at this point, you can keep spamming special ones, combo into a relic, and he is dead. That fight went super smooth. Next up, we have this Rintra in Section 2, and this node basically feeds a Fury off knockdown, and the plan with SpiderGwen is basically just to control his mystical charges and hit him in the face. She does plenty of damage for him. I just want to make sure that he has a slow on him at all times, because if I do get a Fury from knocking him down and it expires, he can go unstoppable. So he will neutralize me as well, so that won't happen as often as it should. But I still have the power start 1. So right there you see I throw the heavy initially just to get the slow, and then I throw my special 1 to enervate him. And at this point I can just stay really aggressive because he's in the corner, but he's at 0 mystical charges. He's under 10 basically, and I can just keep on knocking him down to remove them. I'm not feeding him much power because the enervate is on him, and you see right there he didn't even get any mystical charges. So everything's going really smooth. I made an SB1. He comes out of the corner, and I'm just like, all right, perfect. At this point, I'm going to try to manage his mystical charges to see if I can get to an SB2. So I knock him down to get to 2 mystical charges, and then I parry him, and I throw my special 2 here. It's going to remove some mystical charges, but it's also going to stun him. But it also reverses some regen. So you see what all those little red numbers go off. That's what that was, because his willpower was trying to heal, but despair and her SB2 reverse some of that. Just a little extra bonus damage there at the end. So for Domino, my only death so far this season on a different node, I rearrange my masteries for this completely. I throw on max collar tech, I throw on max petrify, and I really just try to control the spacing, meaning don't let her get into my face too much, don't get her in her face too much. I want to make sure that I do short combos, parry from a distance. Obviously it's the way to parry Domino, and then just throw my special 1. But what I want to do once I get to a special 1 and I throw it, I want to convert those shocks into critical shocks because they deal so much more damage. And as I'm kind of dancing, waiting for the placebo buffs to fall off, she can melt basically. So right here I heavy, and I'm like, okay, I do one hit there, and I see I get a placebo buff, so I back out, and I do want to bait those specials. I want to dex that because you see there, because my Shuri is duped. When I block it, I do take critical failure damage because Shuri's Sig allows for a chance to perfect block specials, but it's a percentage chance. Whenever that chance doesn't happen, that's the crit fail will apply. So you see that's why I'm taking that damage. But ultimately she's taking about 3k a tick right here with 19 passive shocks. I go for a combo into my relic. I really don't care about the spacing at the end of this because she's low on power and the ticks are definitely going to get her down. So that was easy peasy lemon squeezy. I just wish I could have that fight back from earlier in the season, but what can you do? You obviously got to learn from it and do better. So next up I have this Sasquatch on node 38. This is Ebb and Flow Knockdown with debuff immunity on knockdown and prowess buildup. And I mean, I've taken this like every war, I think. You know, Trappy can take this with Stealthy, but Stealthy's banned some wars, but we send him somewhere else sometimes. So it just makes sense for me to take this, and I'm ultimately very comfortable with this now. Even as the rank 3s came out, I'm really not worried about this fight. It's almost like a comfort fight, oddly enough. I mean, you take these enough, you kind of know what to expect, or when things go wrong, you know you can still pull it out, and it's the unexpected that kind of really gets us. But ultimately, I'm just kind of checking his Sig there. I want to make sure I go to SpiderGwen, and all my boosts are on, and the plan is just to, the plan is to knock him down here and there and get him to around 40%, and then start dealing some damage. I have max assassins on at this point because I figured out that's much better than trying to time a special 2 or special 3 with Wrath is up, or when Wrath goes on cooldown at the very beginning, because rage stacks mitigate damage. But max assassins can bypass the node from time to time, so you can actually do your regular damage and you don't have to worry about the protection, which is super ideal. And it just gives a whole lot of extra attack during that, that phase where it triggers. I think it's below 16%. So here I throw a special 2 just because I have power backs on, and I want to just try to, again, chip him down as much as I can. And now we're getting to the point of the fight where it starts. And he's at 8 rage stacks right now. Are they rage stacks or wrath stacks? I don't know what they're called, but whatever. He gets more of them, and it mitigates damage as it goes. You see there, I'm doing no damage during that combo. He has 10 of them. I think each one mitigates it by 10%. So here I wait for his unstoppable to go on cooldown, or not cooldown when it goes away, and then I combo into a relic to knock him down, and I throw my special 3. And that's going to do a decent amount of damage here because he's at 50%, gets him to under 40. And now when I hit him, I'm going to be doing some red burst damage, which is ideal. But he's in Wrath right here, so kind of want to bait this out. And I go for an intercept while he's in Wrath. I love doing that with Sassy. I get a parry because protection came back, and his Wrath is gone, so he's not stun immune anymore. And now I'm doing some damage here. He's at 12%. And you see even some of the hits don't trigger the regen because of assassins. And I get a knockdown at the end to remove the protection. And he dies as I throw the special 2. And that was my war. Only 5 fights. Unfortunately, we did lose this war 6-2. GG's to New Nation. They're a really good alliance, good people over there. And yeah, I mean, these rematches I just wish wouldn't happen when there's other alliances that we could play. Shout out to Trevor, Trappy, and Madcat. Trevor and Madcat are my BG for MVPs. And we will see you guys in the next one.